asking you kindly please stand for the national anthem of Trinidad and Tobago. At this moment, I would like to the new FIFA president, William Wallace.
Good afternoon, viewers. Welcome to the Dwight York Stadium for the Intercal Girls semi-finals. Intercal Girls semi-finals, first of two semi-finals on today. But here at the Dwight York Stadium, Signal Hill Secondary in the green versus Carripechaima East Secondary. I'm Clayton Clark, and we'll give you the lineup of the teams in just a while. Signal Hill won the Big Five competition last week. They also
do battle against Signal Hill Secondary School girls. And at the moment, at Trinidad, Pleasantville girls, they do battle against Five Rivers girls at the Atto Boland Stadium.
And I'll give you the lineup of the teams in just a while. And taking the kickoff for that's Carripechaima East, number 12. Number 13, that's number 12, Annalicia Williams. The Signal Hill team lineup in goal, number 7. In goal, number 1, Alia Alexander. Captain, number 7, Ashante Wilson Campbell. Number 11, Serene Lorraine. Number 2, Dominic Scott. Number 13, Jerisha Bristol. Number 6, and it's kickoff time here at the Dwight York Stadium, Signal Hill Secondary versus the Central champions. And the time just after 3:08 p.m. 3:08 p.m. and it's Lorraine with the ball. And that's long kick there by Tamia Alfred. Ball goes out for a corner kick for Signal Hill. So it's a corner, first corner of this match. Signal Hill playing Caripachama East Secondary, and taking the corner is number 10, Gamelia Waldron. And she's number 10. Jaleese Alexander, number 4. Tia Critchlow, number 3. Twinkle Thomas, number 8. Alia Alvarez, number 9. Jameer Crooks, number 15. Gami Waldron, number 14. A short kick there by Gamely Waldron. Ball cleared there by number 10. That's Talia Simon. And it's a throw-in for Signal Hill. And the Caripachama East lineup, number 1, Lana Harry, number 2, number 13, Kaya Edwards, number 16, Celine James, number 4, Leah Messiah, number 3, Ashley Clark, and the Gamily takes that throwing. It's an infringement. Celine Lorraine pushing on the defender. A throw for, it looks to be a false throw. So it's Caripachima on the attack. Number 3, Ashley Clark. Number 12, Annalicia Williams. Number 7, Afia Cornwall. 11, Alia Clark. 8, Jada Marie Joe. And the ball is with Signal Hill. That's Tamia Alfred down the left-hand side. She's looking there for her number 6. That's Nicholson. But number 17, that's Alia Clark with the ball. Alia Clark, number 11, with the ball. It's a throw-in for Signal Hill to be taken by Tamia Clark. Tamia Alfred tries to get on to number 9. That's Alvarez. Alvarez gets a boot to it, falls at the feet of Captain Campbell, but Caripachana East wins the ball. Afia Cornwall tries to get it out there to her number 10. That's Simon. Simon plays back to number 16, Grandalal, but it is Signal on the attack. Number 3, that's Tia Critchlow down the right-hand side. And it's a corner for Signal Hill. Just about 5 minutes into this game. A right-sided corner, second corner for Signal Hill. On a cool afternoon here at the Dwight York Stadium. Thanks for those of you who are viewing us on Tobago Sports Live. I'm Clayton Clark, and controlling the camera is Kerry Porter. Tobago Sports Live, evolving sports in Tobago. Send us your coverage. A short corner there taken by Tia. Gets the ball in and falls at the foot of number 6. That's Nicholson. But the ball is with number 13. That's Bristol. But somehow Caripachana gets the ball, wins the ball, and tries to clear, but only reaches as far as the green of Signal Hill with Dominic Scott. Scott back to number 16. That's Alfred. Alfred advances, finds Alvarez. Alvarez to Alexander. Jaleese Alexander tries to get the ball into the middle. She does, and the ball slips through. And it's a goal for Signal Hill. Signal Hill gets the first goal.
And that's the goal. Signal Hill has advanced their lead. The score is
Jaleese Alexander. So Jaleese Alexander scoring the first goal.
That goal was scored by Jaleese Alexander.
So it's Caripachima East on the attack. Number 10, Simon tries to get past the defenders, but Scott, solid in defense there, gets the ball up to Critchlow. Critchlow goes over in the middle, gets it to that's Thomas. Twinkle Thomas wins the ball, tries to get it back to Critchlow, but the yellow of Karipichaima takes possession. The ball reaches as far as Ashanti, Captain Ashanti, and back to goalkeeper Harry. Celine Lorraine, the prolific scorer for Signal Hill, pouncing on any loose ball there. Ball is with Signal Hill. Back to Jaleese Alexander, number 4. She plays back to number 16. That's Alfred. Alfred to Alexander. Alexander tries to find Nicholson, but the Yellows take possession. And throw in there for Signal Hill. Take quickly by Alfred. Alfred tries to find Nicholson. She does, but number 8, Joe. And Lorraine is with the ball. Lorraine passes in the middle. Lorraine back to Waldron. Back to Lorraine. Waldron is in possession. The Yellows take control. And Waldron called for an infringement. And the sun is out, but it's overcast here in Tobago in the Dwight York Stadium. And the captain for Karipichaima East, Leah Messiah, is going to take this free kick. Tries to find to her number 12, that's Williams, and it's Alicia Williams, petite player, but is dispossessed there by Nicholson. Nicholson with the ball, marked by Joe. And the Karipichaima defender, East defender, wins the ball. Very skillful player there, number 7, gets past 2 players, that's Cornwall. Cornwall gets past, she's heavily marked, gets past 1. Tries to get past Alfred, but Alfred uses her weight a little too much. And it's a free kick for Karipichaima East. Much kudos there to Afia Cornwall, dribbling her way down the right-hand side. And an opportunity here for Karipichaima East to have a shot on Signal Hill's goal. Signal Hill buoyant. They won the Tobago Intercol title, beating Speyside 4-0. Under a little pressure by Speyside because the scores were tied 0-0 at halftime, and Signal Hill turned on the pressure in the second half, scoring 4 goals. So number 11, that's Aliyah Clark taking the free kick for Karipichaima East. A low free kick swerving in, but Waldron clears the ball. Alfred clears the ball and arguing with her co-defender because the Yellows were pouncing, waiting for any opportunity to have a shot at goal. So a throwing there for Signal Hill. So they throw Alfred with the ball. Alfred gets past 1. But Clark gets a cross in, but goes straight to the hands of goalkeeper Aliyah Alexander. The ball is with Critchlow. Critchlow to Waldron. Waldron comes up, advanced. She plays it long for Critchlow, Tia Critchlow. But number 16, that's Celine James, gets a foot to that ball. And it's a throw-in for Signal Hill on the right-hand side. And the manager for the Signal Hill team is Sian Blackman Walsh. The coach, Ray Mitchell. And for Karipichaima East, managed by Natalia Duncan. And the coach is Edna St. Louis. So it's Tobago versus Central here in the girls, the Coca-Cola Girls Intercol semifinals here at the Dwight York Stadium. And the other semifinal taking place today, defending champions, Pleasantville Secondary, the South winners. They are up against Five Rivers Secondary. They are the East champions, and that match is taking place at the Atto Bolden Stadium in Couva. A throw-in for Signal Hill. Tia Critchlow with the ball. The referee just instructed where the ball is to be taken, and Tia tries to find her number 8, Thomas. And heavily marked there. Critchlow tries to get a foot in. She gets a shot in, bounces off the body of Captain Leah Messiah, but goes straight to the hands of goalkeeper Lana Harry. And It's Carrick-Chima East on the attack. Number 7, Cornwall, dribbling quite well. Very skillful player. Tries to find her number 11. That's Aliyah Clark. A throw-in for Carrick-Chima East Secondary to be taken by Afia Cornwall. Long hair, Afia Cornwall. Very swift, skillful. And the assistant linesman is indicating some sort of infringement. And Cornwall tries to find Clark. And number 9 for Signal Hill, that's Alvarez, hits the ball out. So it's another throwing for Carrick-Chima East Secondary. On the right-hand side, it's first half action. Girls Intercol semifinals. Just about 10 minutes, 15 minutes into this half, first half. Clark with the ball gets past 1. She tries to find number 14. That's Carissa Gandalal, but she is in an offside position. The assistant referee in position to make that call. And it's a free kick for Signal Hill. Little mix-up there between defenders and goalkeeper. Alia Alexander is the custodian for today's match. And Signal Hill going for the double. Well, first they have to qualify. They were in the finals last year. And Alfred finds her number 3. That's Critchlow. So Critchlow has changed sides. She's now on the left-hand side. Critchlow to Alfred. Alfred gets past 1. She loses a shoe. A very solid Tamia Alfred. Powerful. And Critchlow takes the throw. Tries to find, let's see, her number 10, Waldron, but number 3 for Carrick-Chima East. That's Ashley Clark. Wins the ball back with number 2, Dominic Scott. She's pressured there by number 10 for Carrick-Chima East, Talia Simon. And it's a throw-in for Carrick-Chima East Secondary. On the left-hand side, on the far end of the field, here at the Dwight York Stadium. And just to let you know, we have in attendance newly appointed TTFA's President, William Wallace. He is in attendance here in the semi-final matchup, and quite a few parents are here. And the ball is thrown. Ball falls to the feet of Alexander. She kicks the ball out, hits off the defender, Simon. But the ball is with Signal Hill, number 7. That's Critchlow. The ball still with Signal Hill from the right-hand side over to the left. And number 9, Alvarez tries to find Critchlow. She finds Critchlow, and Critchlow gets it over to Lorraine. Lorraine tries a shot from outside the penalty area. The ball goes high and wide for a goal kick. So it's first half action here. Girls Intercol semifinals. Signal Hill Secondary in the green tops playing Carrick-Chima East Secondary in the yellow. And the score 1-0. Goal scored by Jaleese Alexander in a little mix-up. But Captain Messiah takes the goal kick, gets it out to her defender, over to number 8, J. Marie Joe. Marie finds her number 12. That's Williams. She is fouled there by, looks like Ashanti, the Signal Hill captain. And Cornwall takes this long kick. Let's see what's... But number 13 gets her back to it. That's Bristol. Jaleese Alexander with the ball. Alexander to Alfred. Alexander advance over to number 9. That's Alvarez. Alvarez finds Lorraine. She turns, finds number 6 on the right side. Nicholson, Delisa Nicholson. And she's marked there by number 16, James. She dribbles past once. She falls. Referee doesn't call anything. Number 13 wins the ball, therefore, that's Kia Edwards. Lanky Kia Edwards, dribble past 1. Ball goes out of play. And it's a throw-in force taken by Captain Wilson Campbell. Falls at the feet of Nicholson. Nicholson over to number 9. That's Alvarez. Alvarez dribbles there. She gets past Edwards and wins a corner for Signal Hill. Another right-hand corner for Signal Hill. It's semi-final action. Signal Hill leading 1-0. And it's been taken by number 10, Gamelia Waldron. Waldron takes a time to take this goal kick. And the Yellows are back. Captain Messiah standing at the near post. She gets her head to it. And my goodness, mix up. And she and goalkeeper Harry had a scramble for the ball. And Messiah managed to get the ball, but only reaches as far as Signal Hill. Number 7, Ashanti. Ashanti to Bristol. Bristol ball hits hard, and the ball comes off the head of one of the defenders. Number 14, that's Carissa Gangalal, and her glasses fell off. She managed to recover, get her glasses, and back into play. And Jamelia tries a shot from long range. Jamelia Waldron. Lana Harry, goalkeeper, does well to hold on to that ball. And Harry tries to find Cornwall. But number 9, Thomas, Twinkle Thomas. Alvarez to Tia. Tia tries the shot again, but goalkeeper Harry ensures the ball doesn't slip out of her hand this time. And Harry takes the kick out. Reaches as far as Gangalal. That's Carissa Gangalal. And let's see, number 12 there with the ball. That's Williams. But the ball is with Signal Hill. Number 10, Camilla Waldron on the right-hand side. Heavily marked there by Williams. Waldron. Williams puts her foot in. Heavily marking for the ball. And Gangalal joins into the pressure. And Carpechana East wins the ball. Up to number 10. That's Simon. Simon tries to get past. That's Nicholson. And Signal Hill wins the ball. Now with Captain Ashanti Campbell. Tries a long shot in. But number 13 is there. Kia Edwards gets good control of the ball. And it's a corner for Signal Hill. Waldron is coming in on the right-hand side. And Carissa Gandalal got ahead to that shot before it had any chance to come close to the goal. And it's another corner for Signal Hill taken by Tia Critchlow, the petite player, number 3. Another right-handed corner. Signal Hill applying the pressure. 1 goal to show, and the number 10 clears the ball. Simon, so the striker comes back to defend, and the ball reaches as far as Dominic Scott. Scott to number 13, Bristol. Bristol turns on the left-hand side, trying Jellies, and Jellies shoots before she can control the ball, and it skirts off. So another opportunity there for Signal Hill. And the score remains 1-0 here in the Coca-Cola Girls Intercol semi-final. Signal Hill Secondary in the green tops. Runners-up from last year's final, the Tobago champions, playing Carrickfergus East. The Central champions. And the referee just allowing the players to have something to drink. Part of the new rule, players can have their water break. And Messiah, Captain Messiah takes the goal kick for Signal Hill, reaches as far as, let's see, that's Alvarez. But Carrickfergus wins the ball. An infringement called, ball Carrickfergus' favor, to be taken there by number 10. That's Simon. Simon finds Williams. Back to Simon. Back to Williams. Williams finds Simon again. But number 2, Scott, Dominic, clears the ball out. And it's a water break for the teams, is it? Yes, the referee signaling a water break for the teams. So it's 1-0. Here in the Coca-Cola Intercol semi-final. Caripichima East Secondary in yellow up against Signal Hill Secondary.
Remember, folks, this is semi-final action. Caripichima East girls versus Signal Hill Secondary School girls. And this is the first semi-final match. And at the Atto Bolden Stadium in Trinidad, Pleasantville girls do battle against Five Rivers Secondary School. So the winner of this semi-final match will proceed straight to the final on Wednesday, the 4th of December at the Atto Bolden Stadium at Couva.
So we are back to action after the water break. It's first half action. Girls Intercol semi-final, Secondary Schools Football League. It's a throw-in for Caripichima East Secondary. And straight to the feet of Twinkle Thomas. She wins the ball on the right-hand side, advances, she raises her head, she looks for Lorraine. But Caripichina wins the ball, number 8, Joe. The ball falls back to Gamelia Waldron, back to her defender, that's Bristol. Bristol finds Alexander on the right-hand side. Jaleese Bristol advances, she heavily marked. She tries to get past yet. Number 8. That looks to be Jada Marie Joe and Tia Critchlow. Heavily marked by her opposite number 3. That's Ashley Clark. And it's a throwing for Signal Hill on the left-hand side. The battle of the number 3s. And the referee is signaling. Oh, there's another ball. So it's actually it was an offside call. So Captain Leah Messiah takes a long goal kick, free kick. Ball goes out of play for a throw-in for Signal Hill. And number 16, that's Alfred, takes a long throw trying to find Tia, but falls to the feet of Ashanti. Ashanti to Waldron. Waldron tries to find a green jersey, but Messiah comes in to win the ball. Quickly taken there by Simon. Simon to her number 12. That's Williams, and it's a foul, an infringement against Caripichima East. So they get a free kick just on the halfway line to be taken by number 13. Looks to be Edwards, and the referee instructs her to tie her shoelace. And Edwards takes the long kick. Actually, that's Cornwall. And Bristol, not mixing matters. Bristol to Alexander. Alexander gets past Williams. Alexander to Tia Critchlow. Critchlow back to Waldron. Waldron tries to find Lorraine, but Messiah gets a foot with the ball, reaches as far as Wilson Campbell, the captain for Signal Hill. She finds number 6, that's Nicholson. Nicholson gets past her defender. She goes in, she drives, and she shoots, and she scores. So a second goal for Signal Hill by number 6, Delicia.
In favor of Signal Hill Secondary School. And that goal was scored by Alicia Nicholson. Delicia Nicholson. Sorry.
So it's 2-0. Signal Hill still first half. Just around 30 minutes gone in this game. And number 7, that's Afia Cornwall battling, and she is heavily marked there by Tia and Lorraine, but with skill there by number 3. That's Ashley Clark just running out of turf. And it's a turnover to Signal Hill. Alfred tries to fight Tia Critchlow. Critchlow misses the ball. Battles with Edwards. Edwards swoops it up, but only reaches as far as Jaleese Alexander. Alexander to Wilson Campbell. Campbell turns, changes on the right-hand side, trying to find Delisa Nicholson. Nicholson swoops it in, and goalkeeper Harry. Ball goes straight to her head. She's up. Good save by Lana Harry. A little bewildered a minute, but she's back on the signal. Carpenter on the attack. Aliyah Clark. Aliyah Clark marked, but she couldn't get past Scott and Bristol. So, and Alfred is with the ball. Alfred to Critchlow on the left-hand side. Critchlow gets back Clark. Gets back 2 players. Williams. Critchlow to Lorraine. Lorraine swerves it out on the left-hand side to Gamali Waldron. Waldron heavily marked there by Kia Edwards. And it's a goal kick for Carrickfergus East Secondary. And goalkeeper Harry still recovering from that shot. Beautiful save, critical save. The ball hit a flush onto her face. No doubt, little out of sorts. And the medic on the field. So the score at the moment, 2-0, Signal Hill leading this encounter. The Tobago champions up against the Central champions. And medics attending to goalkeeper Harry. And the players are keeping warm as we speak, talking to their team officials. And little lengthy time there for that attention. And the fans are coming in this Sunday evening for Intercol semi-final action. Signal Hill Secondary in green up against Carrickfergus East Secondary in yellow. And it's good news because goalkeeper Harry is up. She's walking. Let's hope that she can recover well enough to play this game, because we're not seeing any other goalkeeper on the bench. And she has put up a brave fight. And the play will resume shortly. She's ready. No doubt not wanting to disappoint the team. And it's the goal kick taken by Captain Leah Messiah for Carrickfergus. Tries to find Clark. Reaches as far as number 11, another Clark. So that's Aliyah Clark. Tries to find Gangadal, but Wilson Campbell of Signal Hill to Waldron. Waldron to Thomas. Thomas shoots from long range. Goes straight to the feet of goalkeeper Harry. She takes her time, gets it out. Tries to find a yellow jersey, but Wilson Campbell didn't control it too well, and Anastasia Williams, but Campbell wins back the ball, finds Lorraine. Lorraine finds Nicholson. Nicholson on the right-hand side, heavily marked there by number 16, Celine James. James gets the ball out to her number 10, Simon, Talia Simon. Simon finds Cornwall. So Afia Cornwall on the left-hand side gets past Bristol. So Cornwall showing her speed, but number 2, Scott. So Cornwall gets a shot there for Carrickfergus East Secondary. No doubt disappointed. When you have your chances, you have to nail them. Signal Hill, the National Intercal Big Five champions. And they were runners-up in the Intercal competition last year. No doubt the team to watch. And it's a goal kick. Excellent takedown there by Gamila Waldron. She was on the national under 15 team. Carissa Gangalal getting her foot into that play. Waldron with the ball over to Critchlow. Critchlow and Simon gets her foot into that. Clark, but a throw in for Signal Hill. Critchlow takes the throw, find Wilson Campbell. Wilson Campbell is marked there by Joe. Joe wins the ball. Campbell wins it back. And Afia Cornwall, my goodness, very skillful player, tries a cheeky chick up there to Simon. But goalkeeper Alexander comes out to the ball. Probably her first touch in play, and Simon is on the ground, reeling from that contact. So the medic out on the field. So we see Carrickfergus really picking it up in this second period of the first half. Simon had a shot there. Cornwall had a shot moments earlier. So it's not over for Carrickfergus. At least that is what they are saying to their opponents and to the fans and to their supporters. But Simon, that's Talia Simon, on the ground, wrenching, and the medic is going to take her off. And let's see, the referee has the ball. And the ball is with Signal Hill. Goalkeeper Alexander over to that's Scott. Scott finds Thomas. Thomas advances down. She finds Lorraine in the middle. Lorraine turns, gets past Kia. Tries to get past Messiah. She gets it over, tries to find that's Critchlow, but Critchlow is marked by Clark. Ball reaches as far as another Clark, Ashley Clark. And Aliyah Clark bounces the ball out for a goal kick, for a throw-in for Signal Hill Secondary. And let's see from whence the ball had gone. So number 3, that's Ashley Clark, going to take this throw for Carrickfergus, gets it to Aliyah Clark. Aliyah tries to get past Waldron, but Critchlow is there. Critchlow to Lorraine. Lorraine turns skillfully. On the other side, tries to find Nicholson. Nicholson gets past. She turns. But number 16, that's James, pressure in her and wins the ball. Clears the ball out. Still in play. Reaches as far as Captain Ashanti Wilson Campbell. Back to Nicholson, back to Campbell. Campbell raises her head, gets it to the middle, tries to find Lorraine. Lorraine gets her foot to it. She turns, spins, but not enough power and a little off target. And it's 2-0. Still 2-0. Signal Hill leading this encounter. And goalkeeper Harry spots the ball, and Captain Messiah takes this kick, only reaches as far as Gamilia Waldron. Little carefree in that takedown, and let's see, that's Carrickfergus on the attack. Number 8, Joe. Joe cleared that one, but the ball is now with Bristol. Bristol tries to find Critchlow. Critchlow gets it all, and his number 16 clears the ball there. That's James. Tries to find Simon. Simon is alone as Scott is in attendance. Scott has the ball for Signal Hill. Simon pressures. And it's a throw-in for Carrickfergus East on the right-hand side, on the left-hand side, taken by Simon Simon wants to take this one. She waits, he throws. And number 12, Williams, Anastasia Williams. And the ball is with Signal Hill. Jalise Alexander advances down the left-hand side. Gandalal comes to mark. She tries to find Critchlow. A little long. And Edwards gets a foot into it, clears the ball out for a throw-in for Signal Hill. And Alfred is going to take this one. Critchlow, but Clark. So Clark pressuring Critchlow. Number 3 and Williams. And it's an infringement. Ashley Clark pushing against Tia Critchlow. So it's a throw-in for Signal Hill, or a free kick for Signal Hill. The left-hand side, referee cautions number 3, Ashley Clark. And Gamili Waldron is going to take this free kick. She steps back, all the power, powers it into the box. Heads go up, the sun is in their eyes, but the ball goes straight into the hand of goalkeeper Lana Harry. And Harry kicks the ball out, tries to find Simon, but Ashanti Wilson Campbell heads that one. And it's Afia Cornwall with the ball. It's beauty to watch her with the ball. She's skilled. Wilson Campbell marks her. And number 12, that's Williams. But Signal Hill is within possession. Number 9, Alvarez. Alvarez advances down the right-hand side. She raises her head. She crosses and tries to find Lorraine. Lorraine, but the goalkeeper gets a hand to it. That's Harry. Kia Edwards there pressuring Lorraine just a bit. Number 9, that's Alvarez still with the ball. And it's a goal kick. So good work there by number 12, Alicia Williams, pressuring Alvarez. And it's a goal kick. Quickly taken there by Captain Messiah. Reaches as far as Cornwall, Afia Cornwall. She turns. And number 6, Nicholson, gets a foot to it, but Cornwall is maintaining possession. She turns onto the right-hand side, tries to find, that's Aliyah Clark. Aliyah is marked there by, that looks like Alfred. But Ashley Clark wins possession. Ashley advances, tries to find Gandalal. And Gandalal there mistimes the ball a bit. Alf Bristol wins possession, clears it up. The ball still with Karipichaima. And that's Alvarez. A little awkward push there on Afia Cornwall. It's a free kick for Karipichaima East, just about halfway. And Cornwall tries to find Simon. But number 2 there, Bristol, interrupts that play. And unlucky headback there by number 16 for Karipichaima. That's James, but goalkeeper Harry comes out and clear well, but it only reaches as far as number 8, Thomas. The ball is with Lorraine, and she would surely want to get, and Lorraine to Thomas, back to Lorraine. Lorraine dribble passes past 1. The ball comes off the foot of goalkeeper of Captain Messiah, and it's a throw-in for Signal Hill. And the sun has taken over the half of the Karipichaima East field. Throw taken there by Twinkle Thomas. She finds her number 6, Delicia Nicholson. Back to Thomas. Thomas gets past Gangalal. But number 16, James, clears the ball. Only reaches as far as Scott. Scott to Captain Wilson Campbell. Campbell and Messiah gets a foot with it, and it's Cornwall. Afia Cornwall in the middle. She's calling for her supporters. Tries to find Aliyah Clark. And Aliyah Clark is in an offside position. So Afia Cornwall doing a lot of work there for Karipichaima East. No doubt a little frustrated because she's calling for more support. So And the ball is with Signal Hill. Ashanti Wilson Campbell reaches the opposite number. That's Messiah, the captain for Carrick-a-Chama. She gets past two defenders. She goes down. Alexander with the ball for Signal Hill. Advances, she raises her head. Not sure who she's going to pass it to. She gets it over to number 8. That's Twinkle Thomas. Twinkle Thomas turn. But James gets a foot into it. The ball goes out of play for a throw-in for Signal Hill. So Signal Hill up against it. Yes, they're ahead, but Carrick-a-Chama East is not going to roll over. Twinkle Thomas there with the ball. Heavily marked there by James. James gets a foot to it. So good defending by James. Pressure in the Signal Hill the Signal Hill attackers. Interrupting the plays, and it's another corner for Signal Hill. Another right-handed corner. This is going to be taken by Twinkle Thomas. A short corner there to Delisa Nicholson. Back to Thomas. Thomas skids the ball in. James does a fancy footwork there. No danger to goalkeeper Harry. And the ball is with Signal Hill. Number 10, Talia Simon for, getting my names a little mixed up there. Talia Simon for Carrick-a-Chama East. And it's a corner for Signal Hill. The ball coming off the head of one of the defenders for Carrick-a-Chama East. So yet another corner, right-handed corner for Signal Hill. Gamelia Waldron is going to take this one. National under 15 player. Critchlow, another who was on that team. And she takes her time. Still first half, coming towards the end of the first half of play. So we added on extra time here and a long ball in, but cleared there by Messiah. And that's the end of the first half. Signal Hill leading by 2-0. Goals by Jaleese Alexander and Delicia Simon.
Signal Hill Secondary, they lead by 2-0. Carrick-a-Chama East, 0. So it's all about the semi-final action right here.
Good afternoon, viewers. We are back here at the Dwight York Stadium. It's second half action, Intercal Girls semi-finals. Signal Hill Secondary in green up against Carrick-a-Chama East Secondary, and Signal Hill leading by 2-0. just await the start of the second half. So Signal Hill in the green up against Caripichaima East in yellow. Caripichaima East are the Central Zone champions up against the Tobago Zonal champions and the National Big Five winners. So it's Waldron with the ball, number 10, and on the right-hand side, trying to find, that's Twinkle Thomas. And Thomas shoots a little too wide. Beautiful move to beat the offside trap of the opposing team. And goalkeeper Harry places the ball for Captain Messiah to take the goal kick. Messiah tries to find a yellow jersey but falls to the feet of number 10, Waldron. Waldron back to Scott. Scott back to Bristol. Bristol chips it up, tries to find a green jersey, only falls to the feet of, that's number 9. As a sub, that's Nefertiti Waldron. But Nicholson on the right-hand side, marked by Tushi, chips. Ooh. And it goes wide of the near post for a goal kick for Caripichaima East Secondary. And Messiah is going to take this one. Captain Leah Messiah tries to find a yellow jersey. Falls there to number 12. That's Williams. Signal Hills with possession. That's Waldron. Waldron back to Wilson Campbell. Campbell to Lorraine. Lorraine is heavily marked today. Lorraine tries to find a green but falls to the yellow jersey. And that's number 11. That's Clark. Clark tries to find Simon, but Simon is a little out of range. Ball back to Alexander, who plays back to her goalkeeper. Another Alexander. Back to Scott. And Afia Cornwall. Quick to attack. Wilson Campbell with the ball. Over to Jaleese Alexander. Alexander tries to find Speedy Tia. Tia Critchlow. Trio gets the ball, but the goalkeeper comes out. Tia still in possession, plays it to Lorraine. Lorraine is marked, but Lorraine still has possession. And Messiah cleaning up, but Wilson Campbell with the ball. The defender clears, only reaches as far as Waldron. Waldron tries to find Campbell, but Clark with the possession. Waldron gets ahead to it. Reaches as far as another Clark. Ashley Clark with the ball now. She's marked heavily there by number 10. Clark dribbles, but it falls to the feet of Wilson Campbell, the captain for Signal Hill. Back to, that's Alvarez. Alvarez to Lorraine. Lorraine tries to find Critchlow. Critchlow doesn't trap that ball to her, but she fights to win possession. Joe, and it's Alfred down on the left-hand side. So Alfred has to come forward. Back to Critchlow. But Joe gets a foot into it. And it's Clark. Ashley Clark clears the ball, only reaches as far as Lorraine. Lorraine shoots and scores. Lorraine shoots and scores.
And that's goal number 3 for Signal Hill. So the score is 3-0 in favor of Signal Hill. That goal was scored by Celine Lorraine.
11. So Signal Hill leading by 3-0. A long shot there by Celine Lorraine. And she was Signal Hill's leading, or she is Signal Hill leading scorer this season. So probably a little frustrated. She has only now gotten her name on the scoring sheet. And Nicholson dispossesses Cornwall. Gets past Waldron. But it's a throw-in. 4. It's a foul, as a matter of fact. Call against Signal Hill, taken by Afia Cornwall. Actually, it's a throw-in for Carrickfergus East, taken there by James. Waldron gets a foot to it. James gets a foot to it, goes out for another throw but this time for Signal Hill. Number 2, Scott, Dominic Scott is going to take this one. Scott to Wilson Campbell. Winston Campbell tries to find a green jersey, only reaches as far as Messiah. Clark, Aliyah Clark with the ball. But she kicks it up, only reaches as far as Scott. Scott takes her time, she turns, nobody to challenge her for the ball. Back to Bristol, Bristol to Waldron, Waldron back to Bristol, the central defender. And number 10, that's Simon, pressuring Simon and Williams. But Jaleese Alexander advances down. Tries to play to Tia Critchlow. Critchlow has the ball. She stops, she turns, she gets past Edwards. Tries to find Alvarez, but the yellow dominate and take possession. Number 19, Edwards with the ball. Tries to find Simon. She does. Simon turn, but Wilson Campbell wins possession. The ball is with Afia Cornwall. Afia Cornwall looks to get past Wilson Campbell. Campbell is not gonna have any of it. And she battles with the ball. Cornwall holds on to the ball and Waldron gets a foot into it. The ball is now with Carrickfergus East. Cornwall, Williams to Cornwall. Cornwall is down. And looks like number 6, Delicia Nicholson with the ball. And there's a battle between her and Nefertiti. And the ball drops in no man's land. And Scott for Signal Hill. And Simon sticks a foot into it. It's a throw-in for Signal Hill. So Scott takes this one. Petite Dominic Scott, one of the smaller players on the Signal Hill. See if she tries to find Waldron. Ball skids off of Waldron's foot and a throw for Signal Hill. So it comes off the defender for Carrickfergus East, number 12. And Alicia Williams. Scott takes this throw again. Dominic Scott tries to find Waldron. Falls to the feet of number 11, Aliyah Clark. But reaches as far as Wilson Campbell. Back to Scott. Over to Lorraine. Lorraine tries to find Tia. But number 13, Edwards, jumps and heads that ball, but still reaches Campbell, Critchlow, and she calls, but she has to get past one defender, she does. And Ashley Clark, number 3. So the two of them has been in a tussle with each other. Ashley Clark, number 3, and she is going to get a card this time. Number 3 has been, the two number 3s have been up against each other, similar in height and built. So no doubt told to mark each other. It's a free kick for Signal Hill. Jaleese Alexander stands behind the ball on the left-hand side. Sun is in her eyes. She shades the sun as she lifts her head, wondering where it's going to put that one. A long kicking. Finds the head of number 9. That's Alvarez, but good defending by Carrickfergus East. Nefertiti Waldron gets that one. She's marked heavily there by number 6, Nicholson. And the ball is with Alvarez. Alvarez to Tia Critchlow. Ball reaches the feet of Lorraine. A long shot by her, a little off target. And it's a goal kick for Carrickfergus East. And the score here in the second half of play, Signal Hill leading by 3-0. And you're viewing us on Tobago Sports Live, evolving sports in Tobago for all sporting action here on the island of Tobago, whether live, delay, capsule, you can join us. Tobago Sports Live. And it's semi-final action, girls intercall. Signal Hill versus Caripichima East. So it's the Tobago champions up against the Central champions, and the Tobago winners are leading 3-0. And the second semi-final on today as well. Pleasantville, we heard at halftime, leading Five Rivers East. And it's Alvarez. But goalkeeper Harry comes out just in the nick of time and gets her full body behind that ball. The ball only reaches as far as Lorraine. It's Celine O'Reilly, the score of that third goal for Signal Hill. Nefertiti Waldron with the ball, and she is marked, pressured there by Delicia Nicholson. The ball goes out of play for a corner for Signal Hill, a right-sided corner. And little delay in getting the balls. And Harry seemed to have recovered from that first half ball straight to face. And Celine Lorraine is going to take this corner. And Gamili Waldron takes it short, drives into the penalty box. Messiah comes forward, comes off of her back to Lorraine. Lorraine crosses the ball. And it's 3 yellow-green jerseys and shoots. Alvarez shoots and the ball skids past the far post. So the score remains 3-0, Signal Hill Secondary versus Caripichima East Secondary. And Messiah is going to take this one, is it? No. Like number 11, Aliyah Clark takes this one. Only reaches as far as Waldron. Waldron to Nicholson. Nicholson skips over the ball, gets it over to Alvarez. Alvarez turns and shoots, and the ball goes high, just over the crossbar. Signal Hill having their fair chances to add to the scoreline. And it's 3-0 into the second half. Signal Hill finished runners-up in this competition last year, but they are the Big Five champions. After losing both finals to Pleasantville, they have completed a first half of redemption, beating Pleasantville in the national Big Five here in Tobago, and it's Afia Cornwall down the left-hand side, marked by Scott. Afia she gets past one, she gets past Bristol. Marked there by Ashanti, and Cornwall is making inroads. Afia Cornwall. Speedy Afia Cornwall. And she earns a free kick for Caripichima East just outside of the Signal Hill penalty box. And let's see who's going to take this free kick. Afia herself is going to take this one. And the shoot just over the crossbar. So Cornwall rules the opportunity to add to the scoreline. So it's 3-0, and it's a throwing for Caripichima East Secondary. Afia Cornwall runs quickly to take this throw. And Simon runs, hoping to get it, but she chooses to Captain Messiah. Messiah is marked by her opposite captain, Waldron Wilson Campbell. Williams fights for the ball as well. William goes down, and Wilson Campbell called for an infringement there. Messiah stands behind the ball. Plays it short to Afia Cornwall. Tries a long ball, a long weak ball, and it no danger to goalkeeper Alexander in the Signal Hill goal. The score remains 3-0, and Cornwall is limping just a bit, working overtime for her team. And you're viewing us on Tobago Sports Live, Evolving Sports in Tobago. It's the Coca-Cola Intercal Girls semi-final action here at the Dwight York Stadium. We are into the second half. Just over 15 minutes of play completed. Another 25 minutes left in this second half and of the match. And it's Signal Hill on the attack. Bristol is going to take this one. Is this she? No. Critchlow is going to take this one. Tries to find number 8. That's Thomas. Thomas back to Critchlow. Critchlow gets past 1. But Clark gets a foot into it. The ball is with Lorraine. So Lorraine controls the ball. Lorraine tries to find Nicholson. But the ball is a little wide. Goes straight to the hands of goalkeeper Harry. And Harry takes her time. Gets it out. Tries to find a yellow jersey. But it falls straight onto the head of Nicholson. Nicholson to Lorraine. But Simon gets a foot to it. Swooping shot. Goes out of play for a throw-in for Signal Hill to be taken by Bristol. Dominic Bristol. Bristol back to Alfred. Alfred pungs it up. Tries to find Nicholson. Nicholson does get a foot to it. And number 9, Alvarez. Alvarez drive past 1. She tries to get past Clark. Clark gets a foot into it. And she crosses the ball straight across the goal. No one there. Yes. Critchlow. Critchlow gets the ball. Back to Alfred. Alfred in defense. Comes up. Gets it in the middle to Lorraine. Lorraine turns. He gets it over to Critchlow. Critchlow is marked by Clark. She shoots. And it scores.
That's a magnificent ball.
And scoring there is number 3.
And that goal was scored by Tia Critchlow. And big up the Tia Critchlow fans, man. They are making noise. The score is now 4-0 in favor of Signal Hill.
So, Tia Critchlow after and Wilson Campbell wins that ball there for Signal Hill. Tries to find Alvarez. Alvarez speeding down that right-hand side. Aliyah Alvarez over to Waldron. Waldron doesn't take full control of that ball. Feeds as far as Wilson Campbell. Her opposite captain, Messiah with the ball. Messiah turns. Kicks it upfield, no one there. Simon late in getting the ball. The ball goes to Alfred. Alfred gets past her. She advances into the Skyper half. Lorraine gets a foot to it. But the ball only reaches as far as Ashley Clark. Over with Simon on the right-hand side. Simon tries to get past Wilson Campbell. Simon with the ball. Lorraine intercedes a pass there intended for number 8. That's Joe. And the ball is with Signal Hill. Bristol. Bristol tries to get past Simon. She does. Bristol raises. She goes along the left-hand side. Trying to chip past Critchlow. And Critchlow speeds into the penalty box. See. Doesn't get. But Kia Edwards. And it's Kia Edwards with the ball over to Simon. Simon tries to find Afia. And oh my goodness. And Afia has the ball. She dispossesses Bristol. Scott isn't. Oh, what a shot. And Alexander. Aliyah Alexander dies to that ball. So Afia Cornwall. Clearly the top player for Carrick-Pachima East. The ball is with Simon. Simon tries to find Messiah, but Bristol intercepts. Ball back with Bristol. Bristol in the center. Gets it over to Scott. Scott turns. And Afia Cornwall attacks the ball, but Scott is not going to give up. And the ball is with Messiah. Scott to Messiah. Messiah tries to get past 2 defenders. She gets past 2. Alexander is... Yeah, sturdy Jaleese Alexander. So the Signal Hill players may be relaxing just a bit. And Signal is going to make a double substitution. Number 8 is in for Signal Hill. And out is number 6. Number 14 in for Signal Hill, Gami Waldron. And coming off is number 10. So substitution for Signal Hill. Twinkle Thomas is on, as well as Gami Waldron. Thomas replaces Nicholson. And it's a left-hand corner for Carrick-Pachima. He's taken by Cornwall. Cornwall to Nefertiti, back to Cornwall. Cornwall gets into the box. She's surrounded by green jersey. She turns, she shoots. And Simon gets a foot to it. So Carrick-Pachima is rewarded.
Carrick-Pachima is
rewarded.
Talia Simon, number 10.
And that goal was scored by Talia Simon. Talia Simon.
Yes. So Carrick-Pachima rewarded for their effort.
4-1, 4 in favor of Signal Hill, 1 to Carrick-Pachima East.
So Carrick-Pachima rewarded Afia Cornwall, part of that player. She has been leading the attack for Signal Hill, and Talia Simon on the right-hand side. And Carrick-Pachima sensing that they could get some more goals. Simon with the attack. Simon to Messiah. But Alexander in those bright orange shoes. Ball, Kia Edwards there in defense for Carrick-Pachima. Alexander kicks the ball up, tries to fight Tia. Tia Critchlow, marked by Ashley Clark. And Critchlow is going to take this throw to Lorraine. And Williams gets in it. But Critchlow, the ball reaches as far as Critchlow on the left-hand side. Critchlow to Lorraine. Lorraine gets the ball, she turns. She shoots. Just wide of the near post. So the score remains 4-1 in favor of Signal Hill Secondary. And taking the goal kick is number 11, Aliyah Clark. So Captain Messiah has advanced, coming to help her team get score goals. Wilson Campbell with the ball. And Thomas a little wayward there with that ball, lost control. And a little humor on the Signal Hill bench. One of the assistant coach there trying to evade the ball and fell off the bench. A throw in for Signal Hill. Scott is going to take that one to Wilson Campbell. Pressure there by Williams. A throw in for Carrick-Pachima, taken there by number 16, James, Celine James. Scott. That's Wilson. So James takes the throw. Throws it to her captain, Messiah. And Alvarez gets into the action. Substitute Gami Waldron gets a foot to it. A throw in for Carrick-Pachima, taken by Messiah. Messiah tries to find Cornwall. But Bristol to Scott. Scott to Alfred. In the middle of the field. She's marked heavily there by Simon, the goal scorer. Simon wins the ball. But two Signal Hill players. And Simon goes down. Bristol and Thomas putting some pressure on Simon. And guess who's behind the ball? Afia Cornwall. Masterminding most of. And the ball is with Williams. Back to Cornwall. In the middle of the field. She tries to get past Thomas. She wins possession. And there's a little battle there of egos. But Cornwall wins a free kick for Carrick-Pachima East Secondary. And Edwards is coming up from defense. No doubt wanted, and it's a long kick. High over the goal. No danger to goalkeeper Alexander. And Bristol is going to take this free kick. Derisha Bristol tries to get to Critchlow, and Critchlow does win the ball. Critchlow pressures, and Celine Lorraine goes past Ashley Clark. Celine Lorraine into the goal. She's going for a second goal, and she does. So Celine Lorraine gets her second goal of the match.
Number 5 for Signal Hill. And it was scored by Celine Lorraine once more. And that's the second goal as well. So the score is 5-1 in favor of Signal Hill. 5 to Signal Hill. 1 to Carrick-Chima East.
So it's as Carrick-Chima advances to score goals. I guess they're leaving gaps in the back, and Signal Hill, no doubt, will take advantage. Signal Hill hoping to return to the final, on their way to the final for a second straight year, and they seem on course to meet one of their nemesis, Pleasantville Secondary, who at halftime were leading Five Rivers Secondary by 3-0. Both teams met last year in both the Intercol and the Big Five competition. Pleasantville coming out on top, and Bristol with a long kick trying to find Critchlow. The Yellows got it, and Bristol wins the ball back, but Messiah to Simon. Simon tries to find Cornwall, but the ball reaches as far as Messiah, Captain Messiah. Jaleese Alexander with the ball. She skips past one. She tries to find Tia Critchlow, and a beautiful ball up to Tia Critchlow. Critchlow marked by Clark. She gets past Clark this time, and she shoots, and she scores.
And that's goal number 6.
Tia Critchlow.
Right now.
Tia.
And that goal was scored by Tia Critchlow. That's the second goal as well. So the score is now 6 to Signal Hill Girls, 1 to Carrick-Chima East.
So Carrick-Chima up in the tempo, but leaving gaps in the back, because we are seeing Messiah coming up. We are seeing Kia Edwards coming up. 2 defenders trying to help the attack for Carrick-Chima East, but no doubt leaving the back vulnerable, and Signal Hill capitalizing on that. Nefertiti Waldron with the ball, win there by Alia Alvarez. James with the ball over to Waldron. That's Gami Waldron, number 14. The ball is with Ashley Clark. Ashley Clark over to number 8. That's Joe, Jemarie Joe, but Thomas wins the ball. Thomas to Critchlow. Critchlow tries to get it to Selena Lorraine, but a little too long, straight into the hand of goalkeeper Lana Harry. And Harry punches the ball up, tries to find Captain Messiah. Messiah heads it up towards the Signal Hill goal, reaches to the feet of Afia Cornwall. Corner marked by Scott. And Cornwall gets it over to Simon. Simon wins the battle there with Alexander, but Jerisha Bristol back there in defense, number 13. She gets the ball up, reaches as far as Alvarez. But number 16, Celine James, in a no-nonsense mood for Carrick-Chima East Secondary. Serious look on her face. And she is marking heavy for that ball. Ashanti Wilson Campbell, the captain for Signal Hill, wins that throw. And she throws it over to Alvarez. Alvarez gets it over to Selena Lorraine. Lorraine tries to shoot, but Williams gets in the way. Alvarez pulls the ball back. And it's a throw-in for Signal Hill. Number 11, Aaliyah Clark, getting her body into the way. So the shoulders of the Carrick-Chima girls dropping just a bit. No doubt recognizing the Signal Hill girls' tough encounter. And the substitute, Nefertiti, in her pink shoes. And is it a throw-in? All right, so it's a throw-in. Nefertiti with the ball. Nefertiti wins the ball, and Messiah wins the ball. Captain Messiah reaches as far as Bristol. Bristol advances up, and she shoots. Tries to find the Tia Critchlow, and she does. And Kriya shoots, and she scores.
My.
Tia.
Tia Critchlow once more. She has a hat trick now. And the score, it's 7 in favor of Signal Hill. Carrick-Chima 1.
And I think the sooner the whistle blows for Carrick-Chima, the better they will feel because they are down by 7 goals. But was no walkover for Signal Hill. And the ball is with number 11, Aliyah Clark, to Ashley Clark. Back to Aliyah Clark, back to Ashley to the Clarks. And Aliyah Clark tries to find Nefertiti. Nefertiti in the pink boots, but she's marked there by Wilson. Wilson back to Bristol. Bristol raises her head. She tries to find Lorraine in the middle. And Tia Critchlow on the left-hand side, but Williams with the white headband. The ball is with Leah Messiah. Oh, my goodness. And the ball skids off the foot of Jaleese Alexander. And it goes out for a corner for Signal Hill, for Carrick-Chima East. All right, and we're just getting word of the second semi-final. Pleasantville leading Carrick 5 Rivers by 8 goals to 0. And Aliyah Clark takes this free kick and goes out for a goal kick. And Bristol pongs this one, tries to get it to Alvarez, traps it, gets it over to Gami. Gami leaves it for Ashanti Wilson Campbell, gets it over to Alvarez. Aliyah Alvarez on the right-hand side, Lorraine in the middle, Critchlow on the right-hand side. And my goodness, the ball comes off the crossbar. Over to Critchlow. And Lorraine shoots. Ball goes just wide of the goalpost. But goalkeeper Harry was in attendance there. Not sure she would have gotten past her with a soft shot as that. So it's 7 goals to 1 in favor of Signal Hill Secondary. And it seemed as though they are on course for a repeat, double repeat, where they will face Pleasantville again in the Intercol final after playing them in the Big Five, but got the better of them this time. And the ball is with Kia Edwards, number 13, back to Messiah. So Messiah has dropped back in defense after coming up into the attack for Carrick-Chima East. And Simon is with the ball. Simon goes down. Alexander is marking. We have Bristol in the middle. Alexander wins the ball for Signal Hill. She gets past Clark. She raises her head, tries to find Alvarez. Nefertiti is in attendance. And it's Afia Cornwall. Dribble pass 1, dribble pass 2. And Alvarez punks this one out, interrupting the play for Carrick-Chima East. And James takes the throw. And Alvarez is not mixing matters with this one. Aliyah Alvarez. And Celine, so Alvarez takes, Cornwall takes this one, finds Aliyah Clark. Aliyah gets past 2 defenders, gets the ball to Cornwall. Cornwall tries a swooping, curving ball, tries to find Simon. But ball falls to the feet of goalkeeper Alexander. She finds Tia Critchlow just inside the Signal Hill half. Williams is there, but Critchlow speeds past her. Tia Critchlow zooms down the left-hand side, comes into the middle. She's marked there by 2 defenders. The ball reaches as far as number 8. That's Thomas. And it's over to Aliyah Alvarez, marked by Nefertiti. Nefertiti in those pink shoes. And you're watching live action. National Intercol Girls Semi-Final. Signal Hill Secondary in green. Up against Carrick-Chima East. Signal Hill up 7 goals to 1. The Big Five champions looking to head back into the finals. And it's Alvarez to Lorraine. Lorraine to Bristol. Bristol shoots. And the ball just skims past the far post. So the score remains 8-1 in favor of Signal Hill. And defender Bristol, Jerisha Bristol, getting into the score, hoping to get her name on the score sheet. And Messiah is back in defense, taking the goal kicks. He tries to find Simon. But number 8, that's Thomas with the ball. Williams. And it's, let's see where this is. So the play has simmered down just a bit. I think both teams will be content for the match to blow off now. And Williams, and Alicia Williams is going to take this throw. She finds Simon. Simon is marked there by Bristol. Gets it over to, and it's Waldron with the ball. Waldron tries Lorraine, but Nefertiti in those pink shoes defends, gets it to her captain, Messiah. Messiah raises the head, but the ball reaches as far as number 8, Thomas. Thomas goes back to the ball. The ball falls to Scott. Scott tries to get to Alvarez, but reaches as far as Waldron. Captain Wilson gets her foot to the ball, and the ball, Messiah kicks it up for Karipichaima. The defenders kick it out for Signal Hill. It's a throw in for Karipichaima. Cornwall with the ball. Cornwall waits to throw it, and the referee is saying, you're taking too long. And Alia Clark tries to find Simon, but Alfred gets ahead to it. The ball falls to the feet of Alexander. Jaleese Alexander, that is, in the red shoe. She skips past James, skips past Clark, and the ball rolls to the feet of Cornwall. Bristol shoots the ball. 2 Signal Hill players, 2 Karipichaima players, and it's Alvarez and Lorraine in the middle, and the ball slips out of the hand of Harry, but Messiah does well to clean up that one. Saves another goal into the back of the net, and Gami Waldron coming up, but the ball reaches us to the feet of Kia Edwards. Kia gets past Alvarez. Tries to find Cornwall, which she does. Cornwall is marked there by number 8. That's Thomas. Number 8, pressure in her and wins the ball. It's a free kick for Karipichaima East. So Afia Cornwall, the free kick, tries to find James, but Bristol wins the ball. Bristol marked there heavily by James. So it's a yellow card for Alfred. Throw taken by James to Clark, Ashley Clark. But Thomas, the defender, she defends well. Ooh, she tries to get past Alia Clark. But the ball goes out for a throw-in for Karipichaima East to be taken by James, Celine James. Celine James to Ashley Clark. Clark to Simon. Bristol wins that ball, pungs it up, tries to find Celine Lorraine. Lorraine with the ball on the counter-attack. Lorraine alone on the goalkeeper. Lorraine alone on the goalkeeper. Hits it straight at the keeper. And the defenders are there, but Alvarez comes up to help. Messiah clears the ball for East, Karipichaima East, and Ashanti Wilson, the captain for Signal Hill, a soft ball in, straight into the hands of Goalkeeper Harry. Harry takes her time. A quiet time, and she bounces the ball up, trying to find Ashley Clark. But Alvarez, the ball falls to Alvarez. Alvarez at Critchlow. Critchlow shoots. And Edwards takes possession. She battles with Alvarez. Alvarez wins the ball. Azarel wins the ball and a chance to score, and she scores.
And that's goal number 8. In favor of Signal Hill. That goal was scored by Aliyah Alvarez.
So Alvarez gets her name on the score sheet.
For the Signal Hill Foxman.
Aliyah Alvarez gets her name on the score sheet. So no doubt Signal, no doubt. So it's 8-0. 8-1, sorry. And Signal Hill on the attack again. Critchlow, marked there by by number 8, Joe. And it's a throwing for Signal Hill. Bristol runs to get the ball. Tamia Bristol on the far side of the field here at the Dwight York Stadium. And it's winding up time. And it's full time here.
And that's the end of this matchup here between
Signal Hill Secondary School.
and Carpet
Which I'm a-
East Girls. Signal Hill, they are victorious.
By 8-1. Tia Critchlow getting a hat trick.
And remember, Patriots of Tobago, please buy a ticket to go to Trinidad at the Bowling Stadium.
As they wrap here from the Dwight York Stadium, Signal Hill Secondary into their second straight Intercol finals. And last year they finished runners-up in both the Big Five and the Intercol. This year they have won the Big Five and no doubt will be going for a double. And up against a familiar name, Pleasantville Secondary.